Hi, how are you? It's been a minute. I have been in a funk when it comes to YouTube, and I needed to just kind of step out of it, throw myself into the water, hoping I swim, not sink. So today we're gonna do a Q&A because I haven't done a Q&A in a while. We're gonna do a car Q&A because that's where I happen to be right now at this current moment. I'm actually in my mom's car because mine's in the shop getting fixed. So I just figure, you know, we're quiet, we're here, we're together. It's a nice day, it's fall. I got ghost face on my sweater and, you know, let's chat. Uh-oh, did I not save everything? We're good, my bad. Sometimes I go on like weird deleting moments where I just delete all of the screenshots in my phone. So I had deleted all of the questions that I had saved from Instagram, so that would have been bad. I would have just sat here in silence for like 10 minutes thinking of questions that you might want to ask me. How have you guys been? I feel like I always go in these weird like phases where I don't do YouTube, and then the second I come back from doing like not doing YouTube for a couple weeks, I'm like, why did I stop? What's the reasoning behind this? Because I'm gonna be doing a lot of talking. I'm gonna be an old lady and have myself a Ricola for my throat. My lips, as you can see, they've been so dry and cracked and hurting and bleeding. It's awful. I've just been using like different lip treatments that I bought. Vaseline has been good. I think I have like Eucerin, Aquaphor, like I have like all of them. You name it, I have it. I've put it on my lip. It has been a rough week and a bit, and I can't wear like lip sticks. Actually, I'm gonna put some more on just because we're gonna be sitting here talking for a while. I just know my lips are gonna be in pain. Maybe if I just shut up for a bit they would heal. That's never gonna happen. If you are new here, I'm so sorry that this is the rambling tangent intro whateverness you're getting. Hi, how's it going? I'm Zoe. Welcome to my channel. I'm so sorry that this is the first video that you've seen of mine. If you want to subscribe, I'd appreciate it. If you don't want to subscribe, I also understand. This is a little chaotic, but I normally do post every week, and yeah, let's get into it. And hopefully I have time to do all of them today. If I don't, as always, let me know any other questions you may have in the comment section. I like to do Q&As every few months just to kind of like keep up to date. I know I have like new subscribers, new followers, and sometimes I can't get back to everyone in my DMs and comment section. So this is a nice way to kind of keep them all in one place and then also update you as life goes on and, you know, my community grows. Starting off with a really strong one. How was your experience being plus size and pregnant? I'm worried about doctor's visits, etc. So first of all, I want to say, number one, that having that underlying anxiety, fear, that is completely normal, whether you're plus size or not. But especially when you're plus size, I think that there comes like an extra added layer of anxiousness and nervousness, especially around anything medical, because for so many of us, we've experienced medical fat phobia 9 times out of 10. And even being a woman, it's hard because we've experienced, you know, scenarios where we go into a doctor's appointment saying we're having X, Y, and Z issues. And I've literally had a doctor tell me to my face that I'm just being too emotional. Like it's probably just hormones. Okay, cool. Like I could go in with a broken foot and they'd be like, have you tried losing weight? Yeah, thanks. Maybe next time I'll consider that before I break my foot. That being said, it's totally normal to have that feeling. And I definitely had that feeling going into my first pregnancy. I was at my heaviest weight that I had been my entire life. I hadn't been to the doctor in so long as well. I had gone for a physical a few months prior to getting pregnant, and I actually requested to have a nurse practitioner instead of my doctor because I didn't like my doctor. Like he was so rude to me. Everything about him was just standoffish, and I didn't want him, first of all, doing a pap test on me, second of all, you know, actually like talking me through an entire physical. So that being said, like I had my physical done with the nurse. Also, I live in Canada, so that's another thing too. It is next to impossible to find a family doctor. So when you have one, you have to hold on to it, like regardless of whether or not they're good or not. that's the unfortunate scenario of, you know, our healthcare system, is we have no doctors. And when you have a family doctor, that's the one you get. Thankfully, since then it's switched hands and I have a different doctor, but at the time I didn't like him. I had my physical done with a nurse practitioner. She was lovely. I ended up starting prenatals before getting pregnant with my daughter. And from there on, I think the most important thing I could tell you is to find a really good midwife or OBGYN. Because once you have someone that you're comfortable with, that understands that, like, yes, you're plus size, you know, you exist in a larger body, but that doesn't necessarily take away from the fact that you won't, like, you can and likely will have a very good experience being pregnant. So I think that finding my OB was like a godsend, because after I had her and had such a good experience, she trusted me, she trusted my body. I had a great pregnancy with very little complications. I had 2 natural births. It was very easy for me. There was a few hiccups here and there, but nothing at all that would scare me from wanting to have another child. So I think because I had such a good experience the first time, the second time was a lot easier for me. So my biggest tips is advocate for yourself. Don't be afraid to ask questions, and find a good OB if you can. New here, can you do a little about you? Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay, so my name's Zoe. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I'm a content creator. I am 33. Yep, I'm 33. Took me a minute. I have been doing content creation for a few years now. I've been doing it full time for about a year and a half, I want to say. I live in Ontario, Canada. I love dogs. I have a dog. I would love a cat, but my dog doesn't like cats. What else? Like anything. Oh, I love Animal Crossing. I love nature. I love traveling. I hate flying. I love pickles. I hate horses. Sorry horse people. I'm scared of horses. Not that I hate them. I'll look at them from afar. And yeah, that's like a very brief, quick about me. If there's any more specifics you want to know, let me know below. How did you get to that point of being confident? I'm plus size and I struggle with that. Oh gosh, it has taken me so very long, and I still have bad days. I feel like everyone, no matter how confident you are and strong in your skin, you will have bad days. It's inevitable, unfortunately, but it's taken me a long time. It's taken a lot of therapy. It's taken a lot of self-growth, and it's taken a lot of, you know, making sure I'm surrounding myself with people who help me with that as well, that lift me up, that encourage me. Give yourself time. Definitely work on yourself, whether it be through journaling, through therapy, and I think with time and practice it will come. But I think the first moment that I challenged myself and like stepped out of my shell to like help grow my confidence was I started posting on TikTok right after I was you know, I had given birth to my son. I was going through like severe postpartum depression. I was dieting. I was crash dieting. I was doing a lot of really bad things to my body, and I just got tired, so I took a break and I started posting on TikTok. I was being vulnerable. I was, you know, saying I've never liked my body, but I'm going to practice and like start this journey. And I had so many people come with me and do this journey with me that I think that in doing that, it just made me want to keep going and keep going and keep going. And now I think I'm the most confident I've been in my skin in my entire life, which I'm ever so grateful for. Without having done that, without having posting and being vulnerable and nervous and scared, how many years ago I wouldn't be here probably today. You can do it. I know you can, because if I can do it, you can do it. What is a staple piece of clothing everyone should have in their closet, in your opinion? Okay, this might be like specific to my age, like I'm a millennial, but I would say good leggings, like a good pair of black standard leggings. I would say a really nice cotton dress, a neutral color cotton dress, black, maybe gray. I don't really love gray, but gray, brown, tan, a nice cotton dress, one in like short sleeve, one in long sleeve, that you can like layer and do all that stuff with. and you can wear in like hot weather, cold weather with pockets, and a really nice comfortable sweatshirt. Something, maybe not a hoodie specifically, but like, you know, a sweatshirt that's like a little oversized, literally in any color that you like or enjoy. I think those are like the staples that I would say are like a must-have. And comfortable shoes. What made you decide to share your what I eat in a day videos? I love them, by the way. Oh, thank you. So I think when I started around TikTok, many years ago now, it's been like 3 years, I want to say, I noticed a trend of these what I eat in a day videos, and there were so many of them. There was what I eat in a day, you know, on a calorie deficit, what I eat in a day, low carb, what I eat in a day, keto. Oh god, the keto was everywhere. That was my like diet of choice too. So of course, when I first started TikTok, that's all I consumed was all this keto content. Low carb, high fat, no sugar. There were so many of these like diet friendly what I eat in a days. And I remember Trisha Paytas, this is how many years ago, she posted a what I eat in a day as a fat girl or something. And I think initially she was doing it as like a joke. Like she always jokes about like, she's like, I'm fat, blah, blah, blah. She's so wild. I saw it and I was like, I love that. Like, I think that's the funniest thing ever. And like, I had already made the decision I was going to take a break from dieting at that point. So I was like, what if I record myself eating what I eat in a day as a fat person who's just not dieting? And it doesn't seem that wild of a concept, but when you really look at it, fat people have gone their whole lives feeling or being told that if you're fat, you have to do something about it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. If you're not on like the next crazy diet when you're fat, what are you doing? You know, that's just what we've grown up with. And people really, one of two things happened. Either they loved it, it was refreshing, it was encouraging, it was comforting, or it was crazy to see because like they see me existing in a fat body and they immediately go, well, that's not okay. You cannot be existing in a fat body and not dieting. Those two things can't be in the same room at the same time. And it just stuck and I enjoyed it. And the way I went about it was I did little snippets of my day. I included music that I found comforting from like my growing up, you know, a lot of like Sufjan Stevens, Bright Eyes, Bon Iver, all of these artists that I just like, I find their music comforting, and I think hand in hand, they just, everything about it went together like a piece of pie, and it just stuck and I enjoy it. I still don't do it like all the time, but I in turn started doing it to help myself too, because I was healing that horrible relationship that I had with food my entire life. Learning to actually not see food as an enemy or have any morals was liberating, so I stuck with it. My favorite podcast. I don't actually listen to podcasts. I like the idea of podcasts, and I will say this, like if I know I have a very, very long drive ahead of me, I will put a podcast episode on, but I don't have like one that I listen to like religiously. So like the Birds Papaya, the Papaya podcast, I'll listen to that. The Basement Yard, I've listened to a couple of their episodes, they're really funny. Just something like that. But no, I'm not a podcast person, though if I should be, and if there's any that you love, let me know, because I will try my best. Where is your favorite vacation spot? Okay, so I love traveling, but I have not traveled that much. Does that make sense? That's one thing I actually regret. I wish I traveled more in my youth, like when I was younger, because I never did until after I had kids, which I don't know why I waited that long. We never traveled when I was growing up. We didn't have a lot of money. Our traveling was like camping in the summer. Sometimes we would drive north, do things like that, but no, we didn't. I hadn't been on a plane until I was in my late 20s. So I haven't traveled a ton of places, but the places I have traveled, I've enjoyed. So I've been to the west coast and the east coast of Canada. So Nova Scotia, BC. And then I've also been to Mexico, and that's it. But I would like to travel and see more. So I will say this, I think BC is definitely my favorite place that I've been. I've been twice. It's beautiful. It's comforting too because I'm still in Canada, so nothing changes. Like the cars stay the same, the traffic stays the same, the money stays the same, all of that's the same. The only thing that changes is there is a time difference, but I love it out there. It's beautiful. If you haven't been, you should go. Educational background, degree in, I have an early childhood background. First of all the power to you if you work with children. That is the most inspirational thing. I don't have a degree. I did go to post-secondary. I went to college for acting. It was fantastic. It was a great course. It was a 2-year program. I loved it. It helped me in this world, which I didn't think I'd end up being in. So I do appreciate it. I don't regret it. I think it was a really good experience and life lesson for me. Any cosmetic procedure / surgery done or would consider? Ooh, that's a good question. So I've not had any like surgery, cosmetic surgery done. I've had lip filler in the past. I've had it twice, I think, 2 times. And I've had TMJ injections in my masseter muscles for clenching and grinding because my dentist was going to have to force me to wear a mouth guard, and I said heck no. So I looked into alternate options and I noticed that these like injections of like putting Botox in your masseter muscles is apparently like game changer when it comes to clenching and grinding. So I looked into it. I figured I'd try it because it's not permanent, so if for some reason it didn't work, then I can look into other options. But I had it done 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, and only now, like just recently, mostly on this side, I've been clenching again. But for 2 years, it was like a game changer. I'd go to my dentist and I'd be like, how's my teeth? They're like, oh, they're actually looking really good. Like, what have you been doing? I'm like, I got TMJ injections. They're like, oh my gosh, really? So like the dentist assistant was like taking down the information. She's like, I think I need to look into this. Anyways, that's all I've had done. I haven't had like Botox for wrinkles or anything like that. And I definitely haven't had like cosmetic surgery. Would I consider? Yeah. Yes and no. Like I definitely wouldn't, like I like my wrinkles. I like my body. Like I'm okay with them. Like it is what it is. I'm okay to age gracefully. I've never liked my lips. So that's why I got filler in them. Like actual cosmetic procedures. Like I don't like the idea of like going under, having my body cut open unless I have to. If I didn't have to like go under and stuff like that and like have my body cut open, I would like strongly consider about a breast lift. Not implants, not anything like that, but a lift. Because my god, these girls are low. But I've had babies, I've breastfed, I've done all that, but like I've always had that shape of breast. Like that might be TMI, but whatever, I don't care. And just for comfort, like comfort wise, I feel like if they were lifted it would be more comfortable for me and my back and my body. But yeah, I don't like the idea of being cut open and put under, so I probably won't ever do that. Though I will say this, I'm very much for body autonomy. I think that you should do what makes you happy. I think you should research it though and make sure where you're going and what you're doing is safe. But other than that, it's your body. Do with it what you may. You look amazing in your costume. Oh my god, you're so sweet. I did my little Wednesday outfit for when we went to the Illumi light show. And yeah, that was my costume last year, and it's so easy. So I stuck with it. Not a question, just wanted to tell you that I think you're beautiful and inspiring. You're so sweet. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I love you guys. If I didn't tell you that already, just so you know, I love you. No question, just an Aussie that loves your account, and I'm so glad I stumbled across your account. Guys, there's so much love. I can't handle it. I write to you from Italy. I like you and your profile very much. I would like to work with you. Write me. Okay, that's interesting. Send me an email. I'm there. Do you plan on having any more children? Actually, it's so funny. So I get that question every time I do. Ask me anything. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I know for some people they don't like being asked if they're having more kids. It doesn't really bother me at all. But no, we're so done having children. I think I've always wanted to. There's been times where I like toyed with the idea of one back when we just had Marlo. Obviously not now. And we actually like thought about having just one for a while too. And I think that that's why there is a bigger age gap, like almost 4 years between Marlo and Theo, is because we really were genuinely unsure if we wanted another child, because we loved Marlo so much and we traveled with her. Everything about having one child was like perfect for us. So we did think about that, but I really did feel guilty because I had a sibling. So did my husband growing up. So we knew after a few years that we did want to give her a sibling. But yeah, 2 is perfect. 2 is perfect for us. My mom always would say 1 for each parent, 1 for each hand, so that you don't feel like overwhelmed. But yeah, like Theo is 3 and he still doesn't sleep through the night. Oh God, I don't think I could handle a baby and a 3-year-old like sleeping in my room. Like, we already don't sleep, so like throwing a newborn into the mix, no thanks. But yeah, no, we're done. We're so happy. We love our babies, and yeah, our family is complete. Except I kind of want a cat. Maybe 1 year. 1 year we'll get a cat. Okay, I'm gonna do a couple more, and then it's already been like half an hour. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna do a couple more and then I gotta go. Favorite thing about being a content creator? PS, absolutely love you. Let's do top 3. Top 3 favorite things of being a content creator. Number 1 is being able to have such a amazing community there all the time. Like, I feel so lucky that I just have this awesome community of people that I can turn to literally morning and night for anything. Is just, I feel so lucky. Like, I feel so lucky to have this as my job, and like, it's such a big part of my life that, like, yes, it is my job, it's my career, but it's more than that. Number 2, I would say the freedom of being able to control my hours, control when I work, control when I need days off. And I'm very appreciative of that, especially being a mom, especially having a child who isn't in school yet, Theo. So I was able to do this job while having him at home with me full time. I think the number 1 thing I love about being a content creator is being able to use my creative side. Like, being able to do a job that A, I love, and B, that I can actually be creative and use all my skills that have been like in my body for years. Like, I went to school for acting, and I, you know, learned about media. I learned about all that stuff, and I can use it and like make a living. So very grateful. I will be forever grateful that this is my life right now. How do you always look so glowy? Oh, thanks. It's my highlighter. 100% it's my highlighter. Also skincare, making sure you have good skincare. I've been using a lot of different products lately. I really love Caudalie, The Body Shop, Versed. Like, you can use whatever products that work well for you, but making sure you use it religiously, day and night, under makeup. And my highlighter, 100% it's my highlighter. It's the Revlon, I think it's Skin Lights. And it's so natural but so pretty. Like, it's not glittery, it's not fake, and it's almost like a champagne color. It's not white. I love it. I literally put it all over my face every day. Okay, last one, because then I gotta go and my throat's starting to hurt already. Hi from Ottawa. What is your go-to everyday makeup being used? Also want to say I love your content. Oh, thank you, Katie. Okay, so I do have a lot of videos about like my everyday makeup and stuff like that. I definitely change it up every once in a while. Like, I definitely don't wear the same makeup all the time. Finding products that you like that are affordable, and I keep it simple. Like, I 100% keep it simple. I try not to use a ton of different products, but I love drugstore. I love Revlon. I love L'Oreal. I love Maybelline. I love e.l.f. I use 90% drugstore makeup. I'm gonna say my top 3 products that I love and I've used forever. Number 1, my NYX Thick It Stick It Brow. Amazing. Revlon Skin Lights Highlighter. So good. And L'Oreal Infallible. Their line. That whole line. So good. Oh my gosh, my throat hurts now from talking so much. I should have brought water. I wasn't thinking. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for the questions. I need to post more on YouTube, and I will. I promise. You can hold me to it. Let me know in the comments if there's any other questions you might have, or let me know in the comments if there's any other content you would like to see from me in the coming weeks. But otherwise, thank you for hanging out with me. We'll see you again soon, and hopefully next time I see you, I will not have chapped, bleeding lips.